A great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful day in the city of Brownsville, and I'm sleepy. Oh, it's just a lazy day. Last night, and I can always tell when I haven't slept well. This eye, can you see how this eye is a little bit pinker than this eye? Como que no, como que se me quiere cerrar este ojo. It's just the way it is. Good morning, Frank. God bless you. I try to get some sleep. It's just very, very hard. Good morning, Ramiro. Buenos días. God bless. Steve, morning. You look tired. I am a little bit tired, man. Thanks for noticing, Steve. Good morning, Leah. Um, Running for office is uh, desgastante. Yeah, you can see this eye. Cómo se ve cerradito. It's just a lack of sleep. Uh, Last night I slept a little bit less than usual. And it's kind of funny because I usually aquí tengo el cafecito, papá. It's kind of funny. Good morning, Jennifer. God bless. Good morning. Good morning, Marco. Good morning. Aquí lo tengo, papá. You know, cancer, right? Good morning. Coffee, no sugar will do it. I have to have coffee with sugar, but I use this sugar from Matamoros. Este, stevia. There's stevia here in at the U.S., but it doesn't taste the same. The stevia de Matamoros, mega delicious. Good morning. Where are my cookies and shirt? Getting to Kingsville. Your cookies are here, Papa, and your shirt should be coming in hopefully this afternoon. I'm praying. Puro party, Erasmo. Oh man, it really. Good morning, Erasmo. Bendiciones. Nada. I mean, I got home and I was, planning to go to bed. I watched a little bit of the news and tried to catch up on some current events. And I had planned to go to bed at 12 o'clock. Then a friend sends me a message, and I am the type of person that I want to respond as soon as possible when anyone sends me a text message or a WhatsApp message or an inbox, because I hate when individuals, you send them a message, you send them a text, and then they don't respond. And my thing is, pues, ¿de qué te sirve el celular si no vas a contestar? I want people to answer uh, their messages as fast as I answer my messages. It's one of my pet peeves. Good morning, Guadalupe. Good morning. Good morning. It's one of my pet peeves. O sea, if I send you a message and it takes you half a day or 2 days to respond, no bitch it up. You know? Hoy es día del guacamole. I'll take guacamole. So last night at about close to 12, I get a WhatsApp message from a friend of mine like, they're like, hey. Y a la verdad me estaba quedando dormido. So me despierto and I start talking, and we were talking till like 2:15 in the morning. That's what politics is. That's what politics is. You have a lot of conversations, and this campaign more than a year ago. Gracias, Papa. God bless you. You have to have a lot of conversations with different people. But one of the things with me is that it's not anything that I don't do, even when not running for office. Although for the past 5 years, it seems like I'm running for office all the time. But that's okay. So I actually stayed on and spoke with a friend. We were talking about local politics. We talked about the countywide politics, and then crashed out. So haven't had much sleep, but that's normal for me. That's normal for me. Yo batallo mucho para dormir, mucho para dormir. Anyway, this morning, and I sort of heard about it yesterday. I just didn't get confirmation. I didn't get confirmation until today. Stillman Middle School is closed down because of Rona. And what they said was that they are not planning to open till next Monday, which makes not too much sense. And it makes doesn't make too much sense because I did see the press release that was released, and the press release that was released, the press release, and what it stated was there was one individual with Rona at Stillman. And my question is, how is it if you have one person positive with Rona, you're closed for a whole week, but you have an outbreak at Vestedo and you plan to close for 2 days? Or at Sharp, or at Pace, or at Hannah, at Lopez High School, you close for a day. But at Stillman, they closed for a whole week. So my question would be, are they lying about how many people actually tested positive at Stillman? Is it also another outbreak? How many people were involved? Not only how many people were involved, but did this individual or these individuals come into close contact with students, parents, other staff, or all of the above? See, and those are the questions we're not getting an answer to. Let me. I'm going to respond again. I'm going to respond to. I respond to everything that is sent my way. And before we go into the question that I was asked, I will say congratulations to Frankie Olivo last night. I mean, you all saw it, and if y'all didn't get to see the forum, it is still on my page because I live stream it directly to my page. And let me tell you, he won that forum last night. He won that debate last night. Does that mean that he's going to be endorsed by the union? No, he's not. He's not going to be endorsed by the union. His opponent is going to be endorsed. Although Frankie won the forum. I mean, he knew his subject matter. There were a couple questions that were a little bit shaky, but I mean, for someone that is his first time running for office, I mean, his questions were on point. His answers were on point. His opponent, not so much. And one of the things that you noticed from his opponent was she was reading notes that she had. So the question, a lot of people questioned if she had received the questions beforehand. I can't affirm or affirm that, but it sure looked like she had an idea of what the questions were going to be. But with that said, she was reading the questions. And I mentioned that because she went on there to on her page to criticize Marisa Leal and criticize Jaime Diaz. And let me tell you, and I actually sent them all a text. I'll read you the text that I sent them. I sent them a text, and what we learned at tonight's forum, it's not good to criticize someone else's performance on a forum until you actually participate in one. Because it's very easy to say, Marisa didn't do well. It's very easy to say, Jaime Diaz, it looked like he was reading off a teleprompter. She posted this. Well, her performance was not where it should have been. She also needs some time to pause to answer a question and take some time, and did the Daniela Lopez thing by Australia and the world, we are the children, we are the future. So it's easy to criticize other individuals when you got very little to back it up. And I just mentioned that because, I mean, Again, I'm very proud that she actually did come on the forum. I mean, it's the first time anyone's ever heard from her, and I'm sure that most people uh, who might have been impartial, you know, clearly saw who was the best candidate for that position. But again, that forum was rigged. It was rigged from the start. It's going to be rigged from the start. So we'll see what happens. I participate tomorrow, and I will be live streaming it as well. And you'll have the opportunity to go out there and ask any questions that you may have in regards to what's going on, and it'll be interesting. I do well at forums. I do well at forums because I know my subject matter. I know my people. I know my audience, and I know the individuals that are asking the questions. So I'm ready. You're not going to see any notes with me. You're not going to see any team helping me out. You'll just have me, all handsome and totally not fat me. Good morning por la mañana, my Frankiston. Love you, Miss Miller. Stop by and visit me at the office, please. Good morning, Daniel Lara Vasquez. ¿Cómo estás? Good morning, mi amor, Monica. Monica is in charge of my Las Prietas side. And Monica is going to kick some butt for us out there. Love you. And good morning, Maria Luz. Frankie was awesome. He nailed it. Yeah, I mean, guys, it's it's there. You can't go around it. She sounded all stage. Yeah, I mean, you need to know your subject matter. You have to know your subject matter. You have to know what you're running for. And my problem is, you know, good morning, Esther. God bless you, Baba. Good morning, Amine. Good morning, Hermosa. Good morning. Good morning. Um, my problem with that, guys, is that look, and more power to Miss Garza and my opponent. The problem is that they're going to easily be manipulated by Sylvia Atkinson. Easily. I mean, as of right now, we know that my opponent and Miss Garza are related, and I'm not, dissing that. A lot of people know that I'm related to a couple of people here and there, but my opponent is already, vying out for contracts. Both Miss Garza and Danielle are already getting money from the vendors. Already getting money for the vendors. Haven't even been voted into office yet, and already getting money from vendors. How does that help you? How does that help you? And that's the $1 million question. How does that help you? That a board member is out there already getting money from vendors. It doesn't. It takes away from you. It takes away from your children, and it takes away from our teachers and staff. That's what it does. So you get screwed. And these people, they don't care. They don't care. They want to use this as a stepping stone. I shared with a lot of individuals how my opponent's already out there sending mail outs all over the place. All over the place. It doesn't cost them anything to send mailers all over the place. That is vendor money. Daddy Warbucks money. The difference between running a campaign, a race, with vendor money is that the candidate is beholden to the people that put money in their pocket. The difference between them and myself is I run a campaign on donations, guys, on donations. And, I'll give you an example. Eh, a beautiful friend of mine, yesterday, Let me make this large so I get a beautiful friend of mine yesterday stopped by to pick up, a sign, cookies, and some shirts. And I didn't have my shirt yet, so le voy a deber la camisa. Mi amor, te la debo. And she gave me a lot of ones, and I love every single one. You know, and this is coming from the people. You know, and I appreciate that because I love my friend. I love my friend, and they're the ones that are supporting our campaign, not the vendors. Little Eddie's out there getting checks from Linebarger. My opponent is getting checks from Linebarger. And Denise, I can't confirm if she has or not, but I'm going to guess that she's been getting checks from Linebarger as well. Linebarger put us in the hole $2.5 million. At least $2.5 million. And they want their contract. They want their contract. So they're banking on Daniela, Little Eddie, Philip, and I'm going to guess Denise. The Legion of Doom. And it's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. No more checks from vendors for candidates who are seeking or running for office. Because you lose. Because at the end of the day, these people are going to want to do what's right for the individuals that put money in their pocket. It's you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Guys, I receive donations from my friends and family. My friends and family, man. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Because when I get elected, I'm going to serve you, the people, not vendors, not multi-million dollar operations, guys. It's got to stop. And you want a clear example of that? Sylvia Atkinson, man. Sylvia Atkinson. Anyway, a friend of mine had put out there, I shared a post from one of the candidates. And on the candidate, it was like leadership matters. And they said, Oswald, what is your opinion on that? And again, guys, if you ask me a question, I will give you my response. So my response in regards to the article was parents need to know that board members are representing the people and not kissing administration's rear end. Technology should have been ordered in April, not in July. There's mold in our schools. Not all of our elementary schools will still have restrooms and gyms with no ACs and open to the inclement of the weather. LED lighting is a farce, a way to put millions of dollars in vendors' pocket. The gym at Hannah is the third of a patch and go fiasco where now our band has been left without a practice area. The raises came from Austin, not from this board. Health insurance department is fudging the numbers. They are. We need board members who will not shake at the voice of Sylvia. And again, you asked me a question. I will respond because you deserve a response. Y los tree scripts, yeah, Frankie did what was expected. Good job. Yeah, he kicked it in gear. Kicked it in gear. Not a doubt. Contracts, money, percentages, monopolize 100%. And no one knows it more than our local contractors here in Brownsville. I mean, you could ask a lot of individuals why they've never been given an opportunity to go out there and represent our people. To try and get a little piece of that pie, to try and get in there and see what's going on. Uh, 1 second. Had a visitor at the office. Yeah,
hello.
hey, mamas, got some work for me to do. Let's finish off with these questions, guys, and then I'll go do some work. Hey, got to pay the bills somehow. Lucy, good morning. Good morning. And it's sad that they want us to make us believe that they are not in it for the money, but yet they are already receiving funds for their campaign. Yeah, and and when the campaign finance report comes out, you'll see the money that Lineberger gave them, and I know that they did, it's, without a doubt. And that's just one of the vendors. But our local people, they'll never have an opportunity to submit a bid for BISD because these big contractors from outside that put tens of thousands of dollars in board members' pockets, they always get the contracts. And also, do you think the board will have an emergency meeting stating that there has been an extension? No, there is no extension. It was all a farce. It was all for show. It was all for naught. Uh, when are you getting those reports of whom is getting money from the vendors? October the 5th. Good morning, beautiful listeners, and let's all support our real BID people, our voice, our choice, Mr. Erasmo. Thank you, mi amor. Love you. The question for best forum about if you all have had a criminal background is not is dumb. It was designed to make you and Frankie look back. Frankie handled the question very professionally. I will reserve my response till the forum on Thursday, but I have a response for him. Look, guys, I have never shied away from the DWI. I never shied away from passing a forged document back in 1992, which I'm not going to defend because I could give you, oh, this is what happened. Doesn't matter. Done and over with. The two bounce checks for, I don't know, $30, $40 back in 98, 96. Don't even remember. That's my criminal history background. So I've never shied away from it. I've never not mentioned it. Look, what happened is when I first started doing this page, and it was what they wanted to come out. They tried to throw these little memes out with that amount. So what I did, I took their little picture and I put it on my page. I said, this is what's there. Never shied away from it. Never will. It is part of the past. But as crazy as this may sound, guys, the things in our past, they ultimately defined who we are in the present, and as long as you have regret, have made amends, and you move forward, it should be commendable. It shouldn't be ridiculized. It shouldn't be used as a weapon against, especially from an educators organization. What are they teaching? Continue to haunt individuals for the rest of their life. And look, and this is that's why I have that stance on decriminalizing marijuana, because guys, there's a lot of our little kids out there, guys, and a lot of kids, God bless them. I know a lot of cases of little kids that were busted with a joint, and then you have them going and then them getting on the record, and then you have them trying to apply for financial aid para mejorarse, to do well by themselves and their family, and they're denied because of a little marijuana joint. It's ridiculous. You try to destroy the life of a student, of someone who wants to do better. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I'll give you another example, which I'm going to use on and I hate giving my opponent some of the answers because she needs all the help she can get. But it's like, why I have issues with this current BISD police chief, because he was fast at the trigger. Do you know that a lot of our students, they wanted to charge him with a felony for having a vape pen? Traían todos ese borlote with a vape pen back and forth. And look, guys, I'm not condoning the use of a vape pen. I'm not. I don't smoke, and I've tried the vape pen. I just don't see what the big deal about it is. But some people like it, and I think the kids at school, they want to pretend like they're cool, like, oh, I got a vape pen. I don't know. I don't know what's trending with the kiddos these days, but you're going to try and charge one of my students with a felony for having a vape pen? That is stupid. Stupid. Why are they so hell bent in destroying the life of our kids? And look, guys, hey, man, if the kids broke the rules, have them pay. Have them as they, make themselves responsible for, as they, I don't know, paying a fine, doing community service at the school, something. But you want to charge them with a felony? It's crazy. It's crazy. So, guys, we cannot let anyone's missteps define them for the rest of their lives. How many of us, look, some of us are at the same age group. And I'll be the first to admit it. I thank God in heaven that I grew up in my 20s and 30s. I thank God that there were no cell phones with cameras on there. Because think about it, guys. Think of all the crazy stuff we did as kids. I mean, we'd be all over social media. Some crazy stuff. And I thank God that there were no cameras and cell phones back then. Really. It's a tough generation to live in, folks. Tough generation to live in. So, do I want to be judged by my stupidities of my youth? None of us do, man. None of us do. So, for this organization, this association, to try and use that to belittle, demean, to hold against, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But it doesn't speak to Frankie's character, to my character, to anyone else's character. It speaks to theirs. It speaks to theirs. So I don't know if they thought that they were going to bully us, scare us away with these questions. Erasmo doesn't shy away from questions. Erasmo Castro doesn't bend or fold for anyone. Hey, good morning, Erasmo. The good doctor is here. Love you, Dr. Spots. Head to Starbucks for cappuccino. Tráeme uno. White chocolate mocha. Good morning, Letty. Good morning. Good morning. Erasmo, last night at the best forum, I lost count and got tired of how many times Frankie's opponent looked down at her notes. Exactly. It was crazy. You should let the flea market sponsor you. Hey, I'll let anyone sponsor me. Thank you, Alex. Vamos a pistear, yo pago. I don't drink anymore. I have stopped drinking. I have not had a single drink since January. Stop drinking. Pancho smoked her. She was reading off her answers and copying his answers as well. Yes, 100%. It was very, very evident. I also noticed Frankie's opponent was careful about not talking bad about the super and board. Frankie kept reiterating how the board has failed us. The superintendent has failed us. They have. And the problem is that they, to this day, they still don't realize it. And that's just very unfortunate. Look around town, folks. Diaz and Lopez political signs all over homes and businesses owned by the wealthy. These people all belong to the same circle, and that circle includes vendors as well. 100%. What I didn't like is that they asked the parents to fill out those surveys whether or not they wanted to be homeschooled, but the district still made whatever they want. Yeah, but again, I've been saying it for a while, Lionel. Survey after survey after survey after survey after survey. It doesn't matter. They're still going to do whatever the hell they want. Stop sending surveys. It's frustrating. Can't anyone make a damn decision to save their life? Veronica Vidrio. I love you, Monica. Good morning from the AP chemistry classroom. Adam! Say hi to all my friends, students out there. I need y'all's vote, and I need y'all's social media power to get this thing a-going, Bubba. That's what I need y'all to share right here. I need y'all's social media power. Cameron County is corrupt. Yeah, 100%. Edan Guillen texts Mr. Orlando on his number. He just blessed me. Oh, God. These are just spam craps. Guys, don't even listen to these things. Block user. Delete comment. Crazy, crazy people. Block user. Delete comment. Oh, crap. Delete comment. Delete comment. Where are all these people, these princes from Ethiopia coming, wanting to give us millions of dollars? They should be contacting my opponent. They're the ones out there collecting money from vendors. Let me delete these comments. Damn Saudi Arabian princes, or what is it? African princes. Crazy, man. After Frankie would respond, his opponent kept copying Frankie's answer, but when Frankie would answer after his opponent, Frankie would get better responses and did not copy him. Of course not. Guys, there's no need to do that. Pobrecito Mr. Diaz was probably feeling the pressure from his last appearance on AOB, and it's probably why he didn't show up to the best for him. Maybe he should be your intern. I offered to help him and help everybody else. Guys, I'll help anyone. Look, I'd probably even help my opponent. I'll give her some pointers. Good morning, Amini Blanco. Good morning. Nothing of compares to the criminal actions of the current board. Yes, and we're going to be bringing that up on Thursday. If Best endorses the opposite of what AOB endorsed, then that's tranza big time. What does Best stand for again? By endorsing people who will not represent their teachers fairly. Let me tell you, they do not stand for teachers. If they are out there being unfair in the process and supporting the worst candidates out there, such a shame. The people that are sending their kids to school no los aguantan en la casa, because what other explanation is there for sending them back in risk of high contracting the Rona? Guys, it's a mistake. Gris, good morning. Good morning. Pablo, good morning. Erasmo, you know how you answered your opponent's question last time in the AOB forum? Since now you guys are going to have the same questions, will you kind of call her out on her pageant answers? You know me very well. You know me very, very, very well. Let me tell you, I will be blunt. Desi, good morning, good morning, good morning. El nuevo. ¡Oh, mi amiga Aurora! Bendiciones. Te amo, amiga. Guys, I do well at forums. I do good at interviews because I know this is my subject matter. I know what the sentiment is of my people. I know the concerns. I know their angst, their wants, their needs, because I am you. I'm you. Last night, there was a big cockroach on the wall. Y ahí está tirado todavía el cockroach. It's right there. And a friend of mine sent me the clip, and I posted the clip on the page. It's killing a cockroach. And you might have thought it was funny. I thought it was kind of funny too, but it's part of the reality that we live in. I hate cockroaches. I hate cockroaches. You know what? Cockroaches are the worst ones, the ones that fly. Because those, it looks like, it appears, it feels like they go directly to your head. It's crazy. The damn flying cockroaches. How does that make sense to anyone? Flying cockroaches. Anyway, I mean, we've all grown up with cockroaches, you know. It's just part of being poor. And I hate them. And I do my best to squash them every single time. So I don't want any complaints from Peter or anything else. My opponent and other people running this race, they've never had to deal with cockroaches. They've got fumigators going to their house every 2 weeks. My only fumigator when I was growing up was a spray of Raid Matabichos. Raid Matabichos. And I have cats now. And, you know, I'm always hoping that the cats would go out there and kill the roaches. They don't. My cats don't kill the roaches. Guys, they have no concept or clue of what you and I have gone through growing up poor in this community. How can they represent us on a board? They can't. And talking about cockroaches, what's that post that Charlie put about you? Charlie is an idiot. He's a cokehead. He is delusional. And he's scared because he knows that as soon as we're back on the board, we are going to audit him being hired and being promoted, all because of his sister, the one who just got charged with taking bribes from an undercover federal agent. Charlie is a piece of crap. He's a cockroach. And like that cockroach that's right there, he needs to be taken down. We need to squash him like a cockroach, like the cockroach he is. He's an imbecile, a druggie. Good morning. How butthurt did they get that they deleted my comments and the dang post? Freaking puppets. They can't handle the truth. I hate kiss asses, and they all need lip balm. Ah, yes. No, Erasmo. The worst cockroaches are the ones on the BISD board, and those are the ones that we need to squash. And together, we could squash them like cockroaches. That's my phobia of cockroaches. They're horrible, especially the flying ones. The women could not even answer. No. Take your cat to the office so it can kill the roaches. My cats don't attack the roaches. They don't. I mean, I don't get it. You know, they'll play with you know, those like little salamanders, those little things that are like peach color. They'll play with those till they die, but they won't do a damn thing to a damn roach. I need cats that eat roaches. It happened when it happens even when you're clean, just not as much Pero los grandotes vienen de afuera, especially when it's going to rain. Yes. And that's why this one came in here. Pero it's huge. It's ugly too. But yeah, it's because of the rain. They want to come in. Like, no, yeah, the boards son pura cacaroch. They all need to be audited. They're going to be audited. Buenos días, Erasmo. Buenos días. Está contigo. Dios está con nosotros, Rudy. Bendiciones. On another note, I have a good recipe to get rid of roaches from the house. It really works. Break down with the recipe. I don't have roaches at the house, and I mean, caen cuando salen unos cuantos ahí. You know, it's just this happens. This one is huge, but I don't think I have any roaches here. I better not. And saying how you would go to Matamoros for other things. Let me tell you, Charlie's accusations are bullcrap. Talking out of his ass, because that's what Charlie always is an ass talker. He just talks out of his ass. One shred of evidence, one paper, one document that proves anything of the bullcrap that he says. He is a druggie, a cokehead, an imbecile who, if it weren't for his sister, wouldn't be in the position that he's in. That needs to be looked at, should be taken care of. At the best form, I did like how they asked the same questions to each candidate, both ranking and opponent. AOB should have done that. That spin the wheel thing they did gave me a headache. My only concern with asking the same question is that what happened yesterday. The opponent, the one that goes second, has the opportunity to copy your question, your answer. Because look, it's like on my opponent's not going to know how to answer. She never set foot in public education. Been given everything all her life. When she was 14 years old, daddy bought her a brand new BMW. When she was 14 years old, a brand new BMW with electric windows, retractable roof, with chrome, with hydraulics. A beautiful BMW at 14. My opponent's been given everything all her life. And she thinks that daddy is going to be able to give her this election. She is wrong. Daddy's not going to win this election for her. Good morning, Erasmo. You call them cucarachas. Está muy bonito. Yo, sí. Gracias. They say how you could go to Matamoros for other things. Bullcrap. Roach lives matter. Rain is coming. It's Winter Wonderland on Charlie's desk every day. Guy's a cokehead. I mean, he's out there at 3, 4 in the morning going on rants. Guy's a cokehead, a druggie. The flying roaches are going to jump your cats. That's probably why they don't mess with them. Yes, and she copied Olivo's answers. She was making me mad, and so many caca roaches. Must be nice to get a BMW. I got my first MK bag at 40 and paid $8, and it was at a yard sale. A BMW at 14. You know that most people can't drive at 14? But she got daddy to buy her a driver's license. A BMW at 14. How many of you have gotten a BMW at 14? It must be nice. How can an individual empathize with the harsh reality, the harsh situations that we are living in now when they've never struggled in their life? They've been given everything on a golden platter. A BMW at 14. Is that crazy? We had to ride the city bus and walk the bridge at 14. Me too, Alex. I would ride the city bus all over the city of Brownsville. And sometimes didn't even have money to pay the bus fare. Nos dejaban pasar. Nomás los narcos. Well, that's what it's become. BISD, with all the vendor money, with all the ratas, has become Narcoville. Narco IST. And you all are going to find out so many other things as soon as Sylvia Atkinson's trial begins. And Drew knows. Drew knows what Sylvia did, how involved she was with individuals she should have never been involved with, how she brought these people into the district. She knows. Drew knows. I know. Federal government knows. And soon, folks, you will know. I had car keys at 15, but no car. Yo ni a eso llegué. Y que la saquen, rata de dos patas. Guys, I'm going to end it now because Mama came by and let me know that I have some work to do at the office. So I will take care of that. Her trial is on the 13th of October, the first day of early voting. Guys, I'll be posting throughout the day. Tonight's forum will include, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be Vito and Jessica. So I'll try to live stream it. Today I have church, so I might leave it on for you so y'all could watch, but I will have to be at church. So you'll see it on my page. Big Mexican. Puros fraudes y puras tranzas, siempre es lo mismo. Necesitamos gente de bien, gente nueva. Oh, man, I need to go by your office. Yes, 1240 East Madison. If I'm not here, I'll be at Linda's office, 1216 East Madison. Guys, have a great day. God bless. Please be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me.